Piero Hincapié's arrival at Arsenal on deadline day landed like a thunderclap, and the first thing supporters noticed, before tactics or fees, was the shirt. Number 5 now back at the Emirates, chosen by a defender arriving from Bayer Leverkusen. That single detail tells you a lot. Arsenal haven't signed this player as a throwaway option. They've given him a number with history and responsibility, and they've backed the move with an option to buy for £45 million next summer. The structure of the deal signals ambition. This is part of a plan, not a panic buy. Hincapié brings a combination of attributes that fit modern top-level defending. Speed to step out and close gaps, comfortable ball progression under pressure, and the tactical intelligence to slot into different defensive roles. At Leverkusen, he often wore number 3 and stood out for his athleticism and ability to carry the ball from deep. At Arsenal, he arrives into a packed defensive room. William Saliba and Gabriel remain the central pillars. Ben White offers wide defensive cover, and the club have added youth and options elsewhere. Yet Hincapié's profile is the sort that forces managers to rethink established pecking orders. For me, Arteta, who favours defenders who can initiate play and keep the team compact, Hincapié is the kind of specialist that allows flexibility. Whether paired with Saliba to add quicker recovery or used to press higher and step into midfield lines, he gives tactical choices Arteta previously had to compromise on. That's the core reason this signing matters beyond one shirt number or one game. It changes the chessboard. The competition angle is critical. When a coach can rotate without losing identity, the team becomes resilient across a long season. Hincapié's arrival intensifies competition for starts, which typically raises overall standards. Training becomes fiercer, mistakes are costlier, and opponents must prepare for a different threat. Against high-pressing Premier League sides, his pace and comfort on the ball could neutralise counter-attacks early. Against teams that sit deep, he can help progress the ball and create overloads from the back. The financial piece, a £45 million option to buy, frames the move as measured but serious. It gives Arsenal time to integrate the player, assess fit, and decide whether to commit long-term. For fans, this balance of caution and conviction is reassuring. The club are not gambling wildly, but they clearly see Hincapié as part of the next step toward trophies. Of course, transfers are won and lost on the pitch. Numbers and headlines matter for one day, form and fitness rule the season. Hincapié will need to adapt to the rhythm of the Premier League, local rivalries, and the intense spotlight Arsenal now play under. He comes into a squad chasing silverware, and that pressure can either catalyse growth or expose weaknesses. Yet, if we look at the combination of attributes he brings, versatility across the backline, speed, and technical comfort, the upside is obvious. Arsenal could become harder to break down without losing the progressive passing that defines their identity. For Arteta, who has been building a coherent blueprint for years, this signing may be the missing component that allows adjustments mid-game without sacrificing structure. That's the real question this move poses. Can Hincapié be the player who gives Arteta the in-match flexibility to shut down opponents and open games when needed? Early signs are promising, but the true test will be how quickly he adapts and how the coaching staff use him. In the end, supporters should be excited but measured. Deadline day drama makes for headlines and social media frenzy, but what matters is minutes on the pitch, partnerships formed in training, and consistent performances across a long season. If Hincapié settles quickly and the club pull the trigger next summer, Arsenal might look back on this deadline day as the moment everything clicked, when ambition started turning into tangible silverware. If not, it will simply be another transfer that didn't quite fit. Either way, the No.5 shirt is back in Arsenal hands, and for now that alone is a story that will keep fans talking.